All right, we are back here at CPAC 2021 here live in Dallas, Texas. Joining me now is Chief Counsel Officer for President Trump's lawsuit against Big Tech. And as a reminder, we were live in Bedminster, New Jersey at that press conference. And John, let's talk a little bit about that lawsuit against Big Tech. And we're just finding out here moments ago that some of these videos have been now taken down off of social media because of certain words that were said during those press conferences.
Right. It's a First Amendment case. We can't have Big Tech telling people what they can and can't say, or what they can and can't hear. President Trump had over 150 million followers, and now they're denied. Whether they hate him or love him, they're denied. And he's denied free speech. We're going after him. I mean, we're going after Big Tech, and we're going after their censorship, their abuse, and their editorializing. Like, let's say tomorrow you put out a tweet that says X, Y, and Z, and they say that's false. That defames you, calls you a liar.
Correct. And John, how do we get here? If you go back maybe 10, 20 years, you could say certain things on social media that you may not agree with, but you still have the right to say it. But now we have Big Tech that's acting as, fact checkers,
right,
of signaling if something's true or not. How did we get here? Is it because of the election? Do you think it's because of the dislike of this president so much?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think that Big Tech was blamed by the left for electing Trump in 2016. So they switched over almost. But yeah, I think that has to do with it. It's not just Donald Trump, it's the toxicity of our discussions now. You're either with me or against me,
right.
And if you're against me, I hate you.
So where does it go from here? I know the lawsuit was just filed days ago.
Yeah.
Walk me through the timeline here of the progression of this.
We have to get assigned a judge. Then we'll put in a motion for preliminary injunction, which means we will ask the court to stop the ban from not only Donald Trump, but all the members of the class. It's a class action. And a lot of people are off the social media because of them.
Well, I was going to ask you, I know there was a call for action of people that felt like they wanted to jump on this lawsuit. What has the response been since this press conference?
In the first day, it was 40,000 people.
40,000 people?
Yeah.
And that probably all ranges from having a business being censored to individuals, shows like ourselves?
It's political speech, medical opinions, business opinions, things about the shutdown, all those kind of things. And people had opinions on them. And some of them may be crazy, but I'll tell you, most of them weren't.
Yeah. Some of the pushback that I have heard about this lawsuit is that, well, these companies are private companies. They can do what they want, but not necessarily. I think they have grown to a size that they're almost a part of our infrastructure, of our information, and so perhaps they should be subject to some penalties for violating our First Amendment rights.
Well, they're the new public square.
Public square.
And the court system, and we have to bring the courts into the 21st century. This is the public square, and they are acting in ways. There's a lot of Supreme Court rules which are technical, but they apply to make a company, a private company, a state actor. And once they're deemed a state actor, they have to abide by the First Amendment.
Because, John, what is next for America? Could your bank not agree with you politically, and next thing you know, your account is deleted? Could the phone company not agree with you politically and disconnect your service? So this goes far beyond just a social media post and your ability to express that. This is in all aspects of our life. I mean, there could be no end to this.
I think that's where we're going to try and stop that. And this case has the ability to turn things around. And you see, the court system and the government have to come to terms with this in the 21st century. Things are much different than they were 20 years ago.
Right. Radically different.
Radically, yes.
Okay. So if someone wants to get more information on that, I know America First Policy Institute was the host for this press conference, and they've kind of teamed up with a great legal staff that you guys have.
Yeah.
How can someone get involved in this lawsuit if they feel like they're a victim of censorship?
They should go to America First Policy Institute. They have websites, and they will tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know much about
That's
websites.
okay. So go to the website, find out more information, because it's people like John that are out there fighting for the American people and fighting for freedom of speech. America First Policy Institute as well. Great partner in all of this, and God bless the work that you're doing, because I think 20 years from now, they're going to look back and go, I'm so thankful for a patriot like yourself that stood up for our First Amendment rights.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Okay.
Keep us in touch with what's going on.
We will.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye.